military really wasn't a planned event by any means. I mean, it was just one of those things where it's like chain of events happen, circumstance come, and you know, it's like, what do I do next? And I didn't want to have that label or that thought that I blamed my father's death on what I became as an individual. Like, oh, my dad died, that's why I am doing a dead-end job and I didn't become to anything. That wasn't going to be me. I had to get out of my environment, get out of that surrounding, and kind of just be thrown into a mix. Now I was thrown into the mix of infantry, time of war, you know, time frame, but it totally took me off. I didn't have time to vent. I didn't, but at the same time it developed me as a man, and that's what I needed. And that was kind of like the ultimate kicking me over the edge factor, just to get me out of what happened, what I had not been doing in my high school career, as in getting good grades. And my father passed away, and now it's time to grow up. Like, that time of your life needs to be abolished immediately. Like, remember it, remember what you were, remember where you came from, but go pursue greater things. And that was like what I used the military for, and I just enlisted and said, yeah, get me out of here. First train, they said, I got infantry, and I left 4 days after I enlisted, and 7 days I was off to Fort Benning, Georgia. So.
Do you think about what you might have been if you hadn't done that?
I try not to. I don't think, because I don't think it would be much. You know, I think that it would be something just mediocre, average. You know, I don't think that I've done anything significant. Not saying that this is significant. I mean, to me, this is my life. This is something that I want to do. But if I would have stayed in my hometown and made excuses, I may have gotten a degree. I may have, you know, done something. I'd probably be overweight. I would probably, you know, have a girlfriend. I might have a kid. You know, I don't know. You know, there's a lot of strands and tangibles that you can tie into what I might have been. But I don't like to think about it because this is where I am now. So.
If any of these current players asked you about your experiences, have they?
Yeah,
tried to pick your brain about it.
Yeah, you know, yeah, they have. It's pretty cool. They like it. They like to hear the stories. I mean, and that's how I relate. You know, like, all of us have our background, where we're from, and that's mine. You know, and I came in here kind of not low key. Like, people knew who I kind of was, and not like on a, you know, egotistic standpoint. But my story had kind of gotten out, and so a lot of the guys were familiar with my background. I was in the military, so when I got here, yeah, a lot of them asked me what I had been through, you know, have I killed anybody, you know, things like that. But, you know, you got to be real with them, you got to be open with them, you know, they're my teammates, they're my family, so I'm going to share with them if they want to know. You know, I put the guidelines down when I want to quit talking about it, if I, you know, having a bad day. But other than that, it's just like, it's going to help, they're going to know where I came from, so, you know, and I want to know where they came from. So it's just one of those things, you got to bond in the locker room, and that's part of it.
Just to be clear on one thing, I was told you have 3 years of eligibility.
Correct. That's what I've been told as well.
So you're rising junior academically. But
yes, sophomore on the field.
Sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that, Tim? Why do you lose 1 year? Because you can't play?
Full-time student.
Full-time student?
Yeah.
Okay.
Without redshirting, so.
Anybody got anything else? All right, Daniel, we
That's it.
appreciate it very much.
Appreciate it, bro.